We have, this was the one, if you are there, we have seen this, we have seen this, we have seen this. And all these things we have seen. Why? These are all things we have seen. Yes, we have seen. We have seen this also. This is important. Then we have seen this also, this also. All seen. And then this is the, I think, the last slide.
Yes, sir.
This is the last slide. The toolkit is process mapping, SPC, experimental design, discipline problem
Discipline.
solving, FMEA, supply based management. This is many things happen in the supply based management. How do you evaluate them? Is there a framework like that? Developing a framework, all those things. Then the strategy for manufacturing. This is it. It is considered as a tool, but it's a strategy tool. And then this is with this. Then we move on after now. Then we move on to now the next one. Now this is it. Now what is this? It's saying without measure, without numbers, importance of numerical representation. Everything should be numerically presented. Good. If you cannot express in numbers, if you cannot measure anything, if the moment you say measure, you have to have numbers. If you cannot measure anything, you will not be able to manage that phenomena. Who said this? Can you recall who said this? Very, very fundamentally now, everywhere management uses this. But who was the original creator of this statement? Yes, engineering funda, not management funda. Engineering funda. Degree K is who developed degree K? K, that big K. What is that big K? Engineering funda. Degree K, temperature में degree K we write. What is
Kelvin.
that? Hey, Kelvin. He said so many years back that if we cannot
Yeah.
measure anything, you cannot manage that phenomenon. So that's how yeah. Now the same thing later on management took it up, management science. And then now today Six Sigma took it up again. If you cannot express in numbers, you don't know much about the process. If you don't know much about the process, how can you control it? There will be variation. Then what are you? It is at the mercy of chance. Can you not see today right away? Right away, COVID is at the mercy of chance. This medicine, that one, this thing. But humankind will ultimately win. That is all a human being is all about. So your approach could be, if it is at the mercy of chance, then why bother? Don't bother. Let it be on the chance. Okay? If so, you have a problem. But human being will not live like that. We will strive to remove the chance factor. We will keep it, but then also manageable. Karke. So we caught hold of defect, and we remained on very simple thing. एक funda abhi now most important ek funda will evolve now. Defects per unit is the word, TPU. It's very simple. Nothing can be more simpler than as the word itself is. Defects per unit. Defects per unit. So you take any product, there is a per unit, 1 unit you have taken. Suppose you have taken, if you can see me, I do not know whether you can see me. Here is a cup, so there can be defect. The cup, the handle can be defect. There can be a defect in the handle. There can be a defect in the color. So these are all defects. So एक unit में defects per unit DPU. So it is the number of defects in a given unit of product or process. So DPU, number of defects detected at a given, very important statement bracket, at a given review point. You find out the defect in a particular period. In a suppose karo in a assembly, yeah, always try to remember an assembly in a car making factory. You should and you always should try to at least one day visit to a car making unit or to something like that, because your knowledge will immediately explode. It's a wonderful thing to see. So they will they will select in a particular review period may so many, and then they will find out what is the number of defects any product which they are making. Or same is the case with anywhere, even in a barber shop. The number of defects except make ho gaya. Hey, then as you are going out, I'm not very happy with the cut which you have given me at the back. And then there was some defect of the customer which the customer wanted, we did not provide it. So like that, hey, how many customers? Hey, 10 customers. So they will find out 10 review period में 10 का जितना होगा, whatever time it takes. So this is, and the number of units processed at that review period. Simple example, again example, back to whenever you example, you remember Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Bas. So then maybe I will say, hey, Ramakrishna, that means I am sticking for examples. A stamping machine is producing rigidizer plates. There is a stamping machine, dub, it is producing. Out of 1,000 inspected, there are 5 defective units detected. So, 5 in a particular period. It's not written. It is to be always remembered in a particular period. The DPU has it is given number of defects divided by number of units. So 5 divided by 1,000 hoga.
1,000.
This is wrong. This is wrong. This actually 5
1,000.
divided by 1,000. 5 divided by 1,000 is equal to
0.005.
Okay. So as simple as that. As simple as that. Now, next one, you tell me what is the answer.
0.001.
0.00.
Absolutely 100% correct. You can tell, you have to tell me yes, sir. Move ahead. It is this. If so, then I move and I go to the next one. Next slide. This is, hey, isko likho. You write down. This formula you write down. That formula also you write down. I forgot to mention. You write down this, the previous one. Hey, DPU is equal to this. Number of defects detected, number of units processed. This you will never forget. You should never forget. Let's take the way 6,90,000 3.4, not to be forgotten ever. It is exactly like that. DPU is equal to number of defects detected divided by number of units processed. Number of units checked, processed, whatever. And exactly like that, never to be forgotten is this one. Mechanically, you must remember. It is actually nothing, very simple. Defects per million opportunities. So defects per unit से defects per million opportunities में ले गया है. So this is this DPU into DPU.
1 million.
This is 1 million, 10 lakhs divided
And
by
what are the opportunities?
opportunities for error in that unit. Opportunities for error in that unit. Now, Ramakrishna hoga. Abhi now. In a shirt, how many? Just tell me the opportunities for error or defects in a shirt. There is a shirt, good shirt, T-shirt, and you are. What are the opportunities for error in the shirt? just go on rattling. It can have the short error. It can have
Neck was not tailored.
okay, ठीक है, agree.
It will be closed.
Stitching,
वहाँ पे not
stitching
open.
problem.
Stitching problem.
Absolutely. Oh, your neck was not proper, bola na.
Proper,
Neck,
yes,
not allowed. Proper. What is proper? So you have to scratch your head.
Yeah.
Yes, stitching.
Stitching problem.
And
And
buttons
the-
are not
the
put
cloth-
सुनो, listen. Stitching not okay. बोलने से भी not stitching loose or stitching. You have to be as clear as possible. So that's the challenge again. First level challenge. You have that's way. Or else, what do you mean by that? Nothing. You cannot make any progress on further progress. But it is we are agreeing. Suppose karo stitching. Then
buttons are not put together, in order.
absolutely missing button
Yeah.
or broken button. If I say
Broken
missing, then you know ki that button is one button where it is missing. Okay, that is also okay. If you want to find out that the bottom one always missing, so okay, bottom yeah missing, broken button. Okay, tell me a couple of things more.
Quality of cloth is very low.
And quality of
Cloth material.
The cloth may be torn out.
Sharpen. What is Six Sigma? Nothing but sharpen common sense. Yes, torn cloth or the torn moment you say torn cloth.
Okay.
Hey, where?
It is a defective piece. Then it is.
No, where? Hey, actually, the torn cloth
At
pocket. So you are becoming more specific. Torn cloth and pocket. Okay. So how many we have got? Something like 4, 5,
6 we got.
6 we got.
Then length of sleeves are different.
Length of sleeves are different.
This is how you actually do that exercise. You sit down and you start understanding your own process, your own product. You will. It is amazing. You yourself, when company people themselves discover is this so? Is this so? Okay. Now this is known as opportunities for error. Now, just a fundamental thing you keep in your mind. It is not necessary. Now, suppose if there is only one defect which you have classified as a minor defect, depending upon the type of product you make, you can say, okay, one defect, it is the overall, it is not making the item, the shirt defective. So, defects are those individual errors, deviations, and defective in the truest sense. I mean, immediately we will not touch this difference implication. This has a very good implications which we will next we will try to see. The defect and defective implications are this. Defect means your one individual error, and error like that. So here in this case we had 6 errors. It can so happen that if there is one error, the shirt will not be defective. So if there are 6 errors, of course the shirt will be defective. Now you understood at least what is the difference between defect and defective? Yes or no?
Yes.
Give me a very honest answer, because though immediately it will not be required, but it may be required maybe afterwards. It's very important. I cannot see any one of you now. If I see you, I can immediately make out. I understand. I am little fast, but still, defect. Now you at least got the difference between error. One broken is an error. Broken button is an error. Missing button is an error. Length of the sleeve is more error. But if it is 1 centimeter more, doesn't matter. ऐसा ही बोलता है. Then like that. These are all defects, and overall it is a defective shirt. Okay. Now very carefully, let's see this exercise. Very intelligently see Ramakrishna. This one. Ramakrishna is saying there is a purchase order which has 20 opportunities for error. Friends, you don't have to tell me the 20 opportunities, but at least tell me 5 opportunities of error in a purchase order. Mistake purchase order में क्या क्या possible mistake होता है फटाफट बताओ at least 5.
Sir, item model number.
हाँ, ठीक है.
Okay. Pricing may be wrong.
Yes.
Tax could be GST level will be wrong code. The taxes.
Yes. Then
The address, the name of the person who is buying, his name may be wrong.
yes.
And the item description, the warranty, whether the warranty specified or not, it is wrong.
Yes. All
Address
of it,
of the person is wrong.
absolutely.
Then the quantity mentioned.
Then quantity mentioned may be wrong.
Absolutely. All of you could make out that you listen to what our friends have just said. Other friends, I cannot see any one of you now. But all of you have listened.
Yes, sir.
This is how there are 20 opportunities. Suppose 20 opportunities for error has come out. Now, the person who enters the order makes one defect on average. Either he is putting a wrong average or he makes one defect on an average. In some, he has not made any defect. In some, he has made 2 defects, 2 errors. So like that he has done. And in a particular period, you have collected the data, and then you are saying there are 20 opportunities. And he makes one defect on an average. What is DPU?
Defect per unit.
Defects per unit. In this case will be how much?
It is 1, sir. 1 on average.
Yes. So 1 divided by. Now you have to say 1 divided by the way it is stated here. Because DPU, that's why I told you, DPU is number of defects. 1, number of units processed here. Average.
1.
Yes, therefore 1. This important. This in this way here. And what is DPMO?
DPU into 1 million divided by number of opportunities.
So DPU is 1
million.
lakh divided by 20.
20.
This is equal to, I hope the calculation is correct.
50,000.
And
50,000.
now from your table, try to recall
Yes.
in which sigma it will be there.
It is a 3 sigma, in between 3 sigma and 4 sigma.
Yes, 3 sigma is 66,000 and
And
4 sigma is 6,200.
210.
It will be nearer to which sigma?
3 sigma. 3 sigma.
4 sigma.
That
3 sigma.
Will it be 3 sigma plus kuch something?
4 sigma.
It cannot be 4 sigma. 4 sigma is 6,200. It is much closer to 3 sigma. So 3 point something. 3 point something. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay, agreed? 3 point something.
Agreed.
Now, please hang on. For 1 second, please hang on. And remember this, it is 50,000. Can you see this table?
Yes, sir.
Can you read out? Can you make out what it is written in there?
Yes.
Now you can?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So in 609,000, what was our sigma level?
1.
One.
You could have asked me na, at that point of time. Well, if you had asked me, I wouldn't have been able to give you any answer. That's different. You could have asked me, sir, can there be less than sigma? Yes, there can be less than sigma. Sir, can there be 0 sigma? Yes, there can be 0 sigma. If it is 0 sigma, this is important. This is important. It will be with Professor Datta, and he will give it to you. Important. Again, I'm telling you, because this is what is your our Professor Datta and our Dr. Raju. They are from Indian Air Force. They will, you can ask them, and they will say yes, what Dariwala is saying is correct. They have in the Air Force and in the defense people, they will have various arms and various which will be hidden with, it will be only secret. They will know it. At that point, I will fire it. This table is like one of them. This is the table when you can do. I will tell you I remember this quick conversion. People would like to know. Chief executive would like to know what is my sigma level. Then you will fumble. It will be very difficult for you to tell him, sir, your sigma level is this. Why now you see? He may ask, and there are situations which we will find that it is at a level less than 1. So we know level 1 may 6,30,000. Level 6 sigma 2 may 6 sigma 2 nahi. Sigma 2 may this is we know. And this same thing is a concept of yield. Yield, we will tell you that yield is nothing but they are equivalent. They are going hand in hand. But it's the percentage. The rest is all. It is dropping. Percentage it's a funnel type. Okay. There goes 3 sigma. This 4 sigma. This 5 sigma. This. Okay. Now tell me, 50,000 will be where? Tell me. I am moving my cursor.
Okay, 3.2 in between 3.1 to 3.2, sir.
Where is it? Yeah. Very carefully you have to see. It is in between this and this. Whereas 4 is pretty well at a distance. Much at a distance. Then you can. Okay? Are you all okay?
Yes.
Yes.
All of you.
Yes, sir.
Timothy, then I forget now. I'm getting old. Names, and I cannot see anything. I just see this thing. I cannot see even the names. Okay, then next day I will request Professor Datta to give me the names at least in a sheet so that I can see. Here is a name. Important for me. So now this I am again closing, and I am coming back to all of us are back here. All of us are now, you can see. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you see, this is one situation. This is another situation. It can be like this. There is a die cast. It is a manufacturing process which example given. Die cast, trim, wash every, these are all processes. Process P1, process P2, process P3, process P4. It can be a service process. The service process can be preparing, let us remain on the preparing of a document, a purchase order. So, purchase order, he puts the, on his screen, he brings the purchase order. Then he starts enter all the GST, this, that, or enter the specification and all this thing. For that, he goes back to another document and collect that document and then enter this data, this course. He then check all whether the values are all correct or not, recheck, double check. So he does all the double check. Then ensure that this is, when once it is gone, if it is to be signed, then sign. If it is not to be signed, ensure that everything is, verify all those things. Every process has got sub-processes, P1, P2, P3, P4. So similarly here, a typical example, casting, trimming, washing, tumbling. Now each process can have, will have a possibility of a mistake happening. You have to, please follow me. Everybody should follow me here, because this is perhaps in 2 days, the only learning you should carry. So, P1, P2, P3, P4. Historically, you have now, data are usually collected historically. Historically, you have collected DPU. In this die-cast process, in the first process, P1, 2 out of 100 parts are defective. So, how did they arrive at here? You have to, you tell me, what divided by what? 2 divided by?
Number of 2 by 100.
That's it. It is 0. I hope it is correct. Now, trim is 0.01. It could be what? 1 divided by?
100.
100. Wash, clean, 1 divided by?
1 by 1000.
1000.
Yes, 1000. Tumble process, 0.04. It could be 4 divided by?
100.
ठीक है, चलो.
100.
So now you add up. Is it coming to this? You have
Yes,
added
sir.
up. What thing you have done? Tuck, added up. And why you have added up? Please start thinking. So it is coming. It's not DPU. Is it okay, right? Maybe because it is typographic error can't come. Is it okay though? You added this, and this.
Yes.
It is okay? Okay. Now, you can find out opportunities of error. You means the process owner. You means suppose you have gone and you are a member of the team which is working on that Six Sigma project there in that company. You means not the Six Sigma team members. You means actually they come out. Who gives this figure? These figures are given by the process owner. So the process owner gives you this figure. The process owner of die casting tells you that, see, look, I have my die cast process में 4 errors can be there. In the trimming process, 1. Wash and clean process, 1. Tumble process, 4. Total, therefore, opportunities for error, the process P1, P2, P3, P4. How much? Added up, 11.
11.
So, DPMO, DPU into 1 million, opportunities for error, this. 6455. It will be near to which level? Sigma level?
4 sigma.
4, sir.
It is near to 4 sigma. Absolutely correct you are. No issue on that. So it is 4 sigma. Okay, all of you have understood?
Yes, sir.
All of you?
Yes, sir.
Everybody understood now. We move on. This exercise will if this you have to first you see, then I will tell you something and you do it. Perhaps by that time will almost be 10 minutes ho hi jayega, and we will be left with some more little time, and we will try to do something more, which I will request you to during the gap next Saturday you have to do that. Okay, now dekho, you have gone in your town, you have gone to Chennai or you have gone to Bangalore. Which one is nearer to your college, Bangalore or Chennai?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Oh, so you have driven and you have gone and you would like to have a coffee. So you've driven and say you order a large decaf coffee, with 2 creams, that means those milk type things, creams, and 3 equals, those sugar ka jaga jo hota hai. This let me drive, because you people will not now take equals. You will take sugar. You can put sugar for you. Equals will be for me. So I want a large decaf coffee with 2 creams and 3 equals. Now the opportunities for error. My question, somebody must give me the correct answer. Who determines the opportunities for error?
Customer.
Customers.
3.
Customer, sir.
And somebody else responded.
Customer.
3 errors.
Who determines? One response is customers. Another response is
The
process owner.
Process owner. Yeah.
Process owner. Make it always use this word, process owner. Now learn this word, process owner. Solidly. I would say process owner. Customers like that. Both they will collect data, but how and they will ensure that the data and the customer complaints they are tallying, or the customer feedback whatever it is they are tallying, but they know what can go wrong. So customer gets regular instead of decaf. I have got a regular coffee. Instead of a decaf coffee. Incorrect number of creams given. They have given me 1 cream instead of 2. Moment you say incorrect equals incorrect number of not telling you. Dekho, incorrect number. I mean, now tamasha can happen. They have given me 1 instead of 3. They have given me 2 instead of 3. They have given me 4 instead of 3. They have given me 5 instead of 3. They have given me 10. Can they ever give you 10 instead of 3? Answer is no.
No.
So you have to be very, very practical here. What can really go wrong? Or else everything will go for a toss. Several Six Sigma projects in several companies go for a toss, because in their euphoria, in their hurry to do and prove that they know so many things, they mess up everything. They have this data collection has to be perfectly done. Customer gets sugar instead of equals. Coffee not warm enough, and they miss out the main points. That's coffee not warm enough. Coffee too bitter tasting. Customer overcharged. The cup leaks. Lid does not close adequately. Customer gets wrong size. Cream is spoiled. And you could have gone many things more, no? But they said, no. Who said this? They said, sir, we have received complaints concerning all this. And not that the AS said the cup has wrong printing on the cup, or the cup has the lid is not properly is not so you have to be the process owner must agree with whatever the findings are. These are all findings. And then you present before the process owner. Okay. So total number of opportunities for error is 11. So you have got opportunities. Your aim is to find out what? Your aim is to find out DPMO. If you find out DPMO, because DPMO, once you know the DPMO, then immediately you will be able to arrive at which one?
Sigma level, what we are having.
That is it. Sigma level, immediately you will arrive at the sigma level. So now, then DPMO is DPU into 1 lakh total opportunities for error. So you have to find out DPU. You find out DPU through historical data. It has indicated that there have been 20 coffee-related customer-related complaint. 20 coffee-related complaint, a customer repeatedly for every 1,000 cup of per 1,000 orders. So DPU will be 20 divided by 1,000. 20 divided by 1,000. 0. Is this correct? 0.02?
Sir.
Is it correct today?
Yes, sir.
0.02.
Yes, sir.
0.02.
Correct, sir.
So DPMO 0.02 into 10 lakh is equal to 20,000 divided by 11, 1818. Now 1818 will be close to which sigma?
4 sigma. Because 4 sigma is 6,210.
6,200.
210. Exact.
And is it more than 4 sigma or is it less than 4 sigma?
Less than 4. More than 4. Less than 4 sigma. Sorry.
6,200 is 4 sigma. 5 sigma is 230.
30.
More than 4 sigma.
It is
More
more
than-
than it is more than 4.
More than
Okay?
More than 4 sigma.
So it is about 4.5. Now 4.5. So you have joined. You have found out. You are suppose imagine you have joined such a organization which has got several outlets across the country. A particular Bangalore outlet may the sigma level is 4.5. If I now tell you that when you show it to the CEO will go wild if you tell him, sir, there are so many opportunities for error. These are the errors which the customers have reported back, and we have also agreed. And you know the CEO is sometimes in his very rough mode, and he will simply he will do like that. He will mishmash you. So you decide that I will report lesser number of opportunities for error. So you report lesser number of opportunities for error. So you report, suppose karo, how many, now you tell me a number, instead of 11, you are reporting how many? You tell me just a number. What's the number?
6.
So now, you do me a calculation and tell me, if it is 6, what will be DPMO? If it is 6, what will be DPMO? Quickly do the calculation. Quickly, only you have to do this divided by 6.
It's 3,333, sir.
3,330.
And कितना कितना 3,000?
333.
Okay. If that is so, remember the figure.
4.2.
Remember that.
4 sigma, sir.
Is it 4.2 sigma?
Now tell me, what was the figure? What was the number?
3,333. It will be
In the beginning?
4.2.
4.2 sigma.
What is it?
4.5, sir.
4.2 sigma.
4.2.
2.
2 sigma, sir.
And when it was how much? It was 18 something. How much was the sigma?
1818, sir.
1818. How much was the sigma?
4.4.
4.4.
4.4. So if you thought that you were intelligent and you will reduce the number of error, you will say, sir, it is only 6. You will come out with, first of all, there is hardly any, but it is the number of the sigma level has improved or has deteriorated.
It's deteriorated, sir. We have to reduce the complaints also.
Uh,
Then only we will get the benefit.
That is it. Now, तुम लोग एक very quickly एक करो. Instead of therefore you say, hey, it is reducing. Hey, you go back, you all do a huddling, buckling, juggling, and then you say, okay, let us increase it. And you have increased it to 15. 11, you have increased now to 15. What is the impact of sigma? Quickly do it. So it will be 1 lakh divided by
1,333.
1,333, sir.
3.
1,333. 1,333.
So how much it is coming to?
4.5.
4.5.
Does marginally, it has marginally improved, and you have there it has improved only for 4.4 to 4.5. No 4.4 to 4.5. Nothing, no big deal. Your CEO will again do mish bash kar denge. So you are why I am telling you, because these are it is number. People who love number, they can play with number. Data, you can play with data. But our friend has still told us you have no other option but to reduce. If I want to reduce, what was my DPU?
DP is 0.02, sir.
Now that means 2 defects out of
20 defects out of 1,000.
20 defects out of 1,000.
That is 1,000 complaints.
Now
20
if it is 20 defects, if in place of 20 defects, if there are 10 defects, so what will be 10 defects and 11 opportunities? What will be the DPABO?
It is around
0.01.
900.
Huh?
0.0. So it is around 900, sir. It is 4.6, that sigma level.
It has improved. And just one more you just attempt. 2 defects per 1,000. What will be the impact?
2 defects. That is 2,000 by same 11, sir. Complaints.
Now, 2 defects, opportunities remain 11, 2 defects per 1000 हुआ. Now,
Sir, it will be nearer to 5.1, sir.
tell me the sigma, na?
Sigma 5.1, sir.
So if you reduce you have to reduce DPU. This is what Six Sigma is all about. You keep on reducing the defect by those tools which you have seen. This is Six Sigma. This is the approach. This is how do I do it. So they came out with DMAC, Project Charter, define the problem, measure the measure. Moment you say measure, you have to measure the problem in terms of Sigma. You have learned Sigma measurement, I hope. If this is usually people do not know how to measure Sigma, you can do it in a Ziffy. You can go to your CEO and you can say, sir, we are at this level. This is the way. If I keep the constant as the opportunities per error, I'm not touching that. But if I reduce it from 20 to 2, and which you will be happy, sir, I am reaching level of 5 or maybe a little more than 5. He said, go ahead. And now then it's your way. You will now do it. You will define. You will measure. You will in the defined phase. You will say the target is this, and then you can, because the target you have already arrived at. You have calculated and you have arrived at, and then you will say this is the. I have already then at every stage if there is a need for measurement, and then you will analyze why these opportunities for error and why these defects are coming. You will draw process flow chart, process mapping. You will do what is the need for inspection and all those things, and then you will improve. Okay, let us put a small automatic inspection, mistake proofing they call it, automatic inspection, and then they will say, then improve, and then you will say, I need to control whatever I have done it. I give training, I make some change in the document. Process method of doing work में change जिसको बोलता है, and then you install it. That is the way Six Sigma is all about. Oof. Have you got the grip of it? The what it is, what is Six Sigma is all about? Yes or no? Little bit of it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, because it's very difficult. I cannot see you, and you can only see some screen and some data and something like that. It's not. I usually find it difficult, but you guys, as they say, you guys and girls are wonderful. You have been able to. Hey, all of you must tell me honestly. Sudarshan, you got the crux of the whole thing? Yes or no? Sudarshan,
Yes, sir.
have you got the crux of the whole thing? How
sir.
level and then DPU, DPMO, Sigma, these 3 things.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Elakya?
Understood.
Yes, sir, I understood.
Varuna?
Yes, sir, I understood clearly, sir.
Hey, no, don't say that clearly. Say I have understood. I have not even clearly understood. Acha. Kalai?
Yes, sir. I understood.
Srimati?
Yes, sir, got it.
Who is I? Nitishna.
Yes, sir. I understood, sir.
Okay, then yes, sir, Ravindranath ji.
Yeah.
Ah,
Understood, sir.
Anil.
Understood, sir.
Okay, and my dear friend, Professor Raju, Dr. Raju. Yes, it's okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have small doubt, sir.
Yes.
In this example, what you have shown, the DPMO was 1860.
Hmm.
In the chart, that Six Sigma conversion table,
Hmm.
the DPMO is 1860.
Hmm.
The sigma will be 4.4 sigma.
Hmm.
And in the example, it is 1818 DPMO.
Hmm.
So we take 4.4 or 4.5.
You know, if you break further granules, there is another further chart is there. Absolute granules. Then almost on dot, the sigma level is given.
Okay.
There is no scope. In reality, that chart is it is that chart which is the real chart. This is summary chart just to give you the
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
good
Thank you.
observation. Very good, powerful. But that is when you really sit down and then you really research for that. You really are doing it you inside the factory, inside the organization, and then like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we move on. So we were here. Everybody can see the slides. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, if you want to increase the sigma level, which you have already done it, you know. So the sigma level may be increased by decreasing the DPMO, which may be achieved by decreasing the DPU, 20 to 2. DPU reduction, how do I realize the DPU reduction? Now the tools are coming. It is not easy. Again and again the problem comes. Again and again you will find why recurring problems. Again and again it happens. Everywhere you will find the recurring problems. But then some problems impact is so high. Imagine. Now I give you I give you some examples. A very practical thing, suppose karo. Now, airlines. Six Sigma in airlines has to be a very high level. They cannot say Six Sigma 3.4 defects. They have to go for further improvement, and which we will. This is that I do not know how well whether we'll have that little time to discuss that. Then what is known as without any shift, the Six Sigma level is this much. Two defects per billion opportunities in that case. Airlines have to go for that. How? Why? Because you imagine, suppose an airlines every day, in a totally normal situation, imagine Indigo. How many flights are there in Indigo in a day, inside domestic? You just give me a rough estimate. Rough, very rough. Is it 100 trips taking from, suppose, destination A to B, destination B to C, A to C, like that. It will be Indigo total can be anything between, give me a rough figure, whatever comes in your mind. Can't be 50, it can't be 100. It has to be in the range of, which is the largest number of flights it operates in this country. It will be कुछ भी number बोलो, tell me just a number.
250.
ठीक है, let us put it as 300. Suppose 300 zip
Sir,
is doing
1500, sir. 1500 daily flights as of March 2020.
That's great. Hey, who is this? Is
Anil
that
Kumar, sir.
Yeah. Anil, that's it. That's it. 1500. And imagine every flight, just to imagine, approximately 100 people are traveling. Imagine. And 100 people, every people have got one or two luggages. Okay? Two luggages on an average. And if the company says, I will lose, I will not be able to correct luggage ko, I will एकदम hodgepodge कर देंगे for every 1000 luggage, I will hodgepodge one luggage. Can you imagine what will be the impact? Can you imagine if you calculate this DPU and the DPMO, and then if you calculate the sigma level, you will be, you will, how can this airline operate? It doesn't happen like that. They have full system in place. That is why they rely on human being, on these, on that. There are several checkpoints are there. The process is not that easy. Security will be there. In some they will have to open up and see. In some they will have to do all these things. This is how the whole thing operates. I have been fortunate to work and do something for the largest and the most busiest airport in our country. I'm talking about the Delhi Dial. Mumbai is also very busy, but Delhi Dial is a massive operation, scale of operation. So Sigma Tigma are absolutely important in that case. That they have to find out, and their people they have a very full scale quality team. But then you start realizing, and it filters down. Anybody who has a love for numbers, who wants to interpret, who understands Six Sigma in the right way, there is a huge demand in the market. Because maybe that is happening. Maybe the competitor, Indigo's main competitor is now whom? I think at one period of time, SpiceJet was a very giving them a run like anything. Then I do not know whether now Go Air will again once the things become normal. Air India is nowhere. So this effective problem solving techniques, these tools are there. Okay, fine. And then this is how the whole thing is arranged. That concept, product design, process design, you design the product, you design the process. These are all separate terms. You have to have a very clear understanding. Even if you are not clear in your mind the product design and process design in a complicated manufacturing environment, you can easily you start thinking in a service operation. Bank when they are designing a product, tell me 3 products of a bank very quickly. Any bank, 3 products.
What, sir?
In a bank, what are the products?
Check, DD, and the cash transfer.
Savings bank,
Savings
current
bank,
account,
current account,
Ah.
and
Fixed
personal
deposit.
loan accounts, fixed
Okay.
deposit.
So all these are different products. So
Yes.
now a bank is saying, in my loan, I will do a new type of a scheme I will introduce. It is nothing but a product design. Then
Yes.
you will have to go do the process design. Friends, please remember the pioneer banks in this country. SBI is a giant, but HDFC, ICICI, I know them. So they take up product design, they take up process design, they take up new products they are floating, and they use this design concepts in their they have a robust Six Sigma thing. So this is how the whole thing goes. The next is role of statistical concepts, which as the time is 4:46, we will not touch. I will now extremely fast go through a different set of slides, but I will those slides will be given to Professor Datta, Along with those slides, there will be a exercise, case exercise. My humble request will be try that case exercise. It will be on that this next set of slides. No complications in these slides, but please remember, please be with me for only 10 more minutes at max, 12 more minutes, because I'll be fast. I will go through it very quickly, but these are no mathematics or complicated, but these are all conceptual things. But this is most important because this talks about cost. This talks about money. This is where Six Sigma is all standing. Actually, when we have learned that Six Sigma is profit, Six Sigma is money, then this is where the money is all about. Cost of poor quality, they say. This is one of our great men. His name was Deming. And then this is what was found out. This is what he gave to the world. When you are coming out with any product, say a pen, there is some cost to attain that product, quality of that product. There is some cost which is drained out. This is cost of attaining the quality. This is cost of poor quality. Attaining means you take steps for prevention. You take steps for understanding a price, and then for after doing this, when there is there is some portion of it is also on detection, and some portion of it when it fails. There is some rejection, and then when it goes out, it comes back, it is an external. Don't have to bother also on this slide much botheration do not do. Okay, you don't have botheration, again do not do. But now you be little bit, only 2-3 minutes, you be bothered on this slide. When we say cost of quality, there are four cost of quality, 4 types of cost of quality. First, now be with me only for 5 minutes. It's now 4:49. Only for 5 minutes be with me. You are making a pen, a good pen. When you are making a pen, this pen after you make, it has gone to the market. And from the market, the customers are returning back the product to the point where they have bought it, and from that point it is coming back to the factory. Or if there is a warranty involved in it, like suppose there is a refrigerator, it is failing, so it has come back to the factory, to the manufacturer, he or the organization, he has to repair it and bear all the cost. Sometimes there is a warranty, sometimes there is a total failure, he replaces it, and all those things happen. There is a cost involved in it. So your whole work on quality, you wanted to give a quality product to the customers, you have failed, and the product has come back to your manufacturing unit. These costs are known as external failure cost. Have you understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Once it has reached your customer and it has come back from the customer, those failure and the cost associated to repair them, do all those whatever necessary to be done, and then back to the customer. If it is replaced, replaced. If it is repaired, repaired. All those costs which has incurred is known as external failure cost. Today, if you will always find that there are so much of product recall, cars are getting recalled. Can't you imagine how much cost is involved? These are external failure costs. When it has gone to the customer, always remember it has to go to the customer, end user, customer. When it is within your factory boundary, there can be internal failure. This is scrap. This is internal defects. This is defects. This is scrap. This is all other in-process defect, final defect. All these things also are, money has been wasted on that. This is internal failure cost. To prevent these two defects, so-called to prevent these two defects, you do what? You check, you have inspection, you have quality control, you have sampling, you have laboratories, everything you have just to understand the level of quality. So this is appraisal. Appraisal, it is nothing but taking from the word appraisal. So appraisal, internal and external. What remains is, if you had spent some money on how to make the good quality product, you have trained them, you have not only trained them, you have auditing the process before it is rolled out. You do all those things. Then these costs which are incurred here are known as prevention. All these PAIFEF. Repeat with me. PAIFEF.
PAIFEF.
Prevention, appraisal, internal failure, external failure. This plus this plus this plus this is equal to the dollar cost of quality. If I can reduce anything, and I can easily reduce, this one I can easily reduce, I can easily reduce, but easily we are saying, but the company's chairman and the board of directors will say, what are that whole team is for? To reduce this. So this is the way cost of quality is looked into. So now, oh my God, a few minutes left. Okay, doesn't matter. Definitions. Okay, you do not bother for the definition. Don't forget that slide. Now, what was found was, traditionally people used to think customer return, everybody know, we know our customer return. How much waste? We know our waste. We know our reject. We know how much it costs for testing. Our rework also we know. We know the recalls. We know how much inspection costs. We know. Even now today when I keep on doing all these things now, everybody, even the CEOs will say, we know. What do you know? You know nothing. When you go in a Six Sigma approach, then you find out, because you do not know this. This is known as the iceberg. You have all forgotten iceberg, how much is on the above the sea level and how much on the below the sea level, you have all forgotten. You also find out that. I am going to ask you next classmate. You remember? Anybody remembers? What by what? 1/10 or 1/11 or 1/20th is on the above and the rest is below. It is an iceberg phenomenon. So many things are on the you cannot see them. This is not visible. This is invisible. This is where the cost happens. This is where Six Sigma attacks. We'll attack first here. Simple thing. These are known as low-hanging fruits. This is the word, low-hanging fruits. But this is actually a tough one. Low-hanging fruits, most of these companies, they exhaust low-hanging fruits. Then they go there. Don't forget this slide. That cost is on sales. If it is a 2 sigma, 1 sigma vanish. It is 30 to 40% of sale is the cost. Imagine 2 sigma to if you can go to 5 sigma, how if you are operating at a 40% of sales, your sales is supposed to go 1 crore. Imagine, because you can multiply it definitely by 1,000 like that. And then 40% of sales is 40 lakh, and now it is 15 lakhs. If you have reached here, or even if you 10 lakhs, how much savings you will do? It is 90 lakh of and here it was only 60 lakhs, and you multiply it by 1,000, and if you are in reality, some of the companies are reaching at the level of 2. It is reaching at the level of 2.5. Some of the Toyota car company reaches the level of 2.5. This is the relationship between sigma and cost of quality on sales. Cost of quality, 10% of what? Revenue or sales. Don't forget this. So these are some of the figures. Okay, prevention, distribution, normal. You read it very carefully. This one. This I am leaving it for you. And examples, I give you only. I take only one example. Prevention. You will find prevention may. Where is this? Training. If you give a good training, it will prevent later bad quality, making bad quality. All these are prevention. Next, appraisal. You are understanding what is the level of your defect. You have testing. So when you test, appraisal hota na, in your class also test hota hai. These are nothing but appraisal. Similarly, in an organization, so test. These are all other. Failure. Yeah, you have failed. I have failed. You know, scrap or rework. This is a typical example. And external is product recall and all this thing, handling complaints. So these are typical examples given here, which you have to go through. Okay, then this you need not immediately go through. We will at some point of time only the last few slides. Why I am asking you to go through them is the reason is I will now give you read it. There is nothing tough. You have to read something now. 10,000 hour rule, I have reduced it to first 1,000 hour. I am now reducing it to 100 hours. So all of you must read 100 hours. Professor Datta has said 30-hour course, if I am not mistaken. But I am now increasing it. भाई घर में जाकर थोड़ा तो पढ़ो, 100 hours तो पढ़ लो. क्या है इसमें? लगा दो 100 hours. At least 30 तो पढ़ लो, क्योंकि 30 essentially पढ़ो. Read this, read those 4 types of examples, and I'm going to send you a case study. Only you have to point out which are the prevention costs, which are the PAF, which are the, what is PAF full form? Pat bolo, full form. PAF full form, PAIFEF.
Prevention, appraisal, internal and external.
Internal failure and external failure. So this and there you have to only go through that. If you have any issue, anything, you can send it to Professor Datta and copy it to me, whichever way. But you will not. It's very simple. Items are written actual realities. So do that exercise. Try that exercise. It is based on this. It is based on this few. It is actually based on this slide. These slides. The examples are given. You have to point. If there is a cost on product recall, if it is given $1 million, so it will be given that 1 million. So you have to say, oh sir, this cost is a external failure cost. And check your answer with this. Okay, how much is this? This is the standard. No? This is what it happens. In that particular company, what is the internal failure? What is the external failure? Percentage of the total. Total ka percentage. Total cost ka percentage is this. Hope you have understood the, yeah, it is nothing difficult. And if anything is there, both of us are there. You can get in touch with me. Now, last 1 minute. Sigma level, will you be, what are the three things, if you want to calculate sigma level, what are the essential parameters which you must find out?
DPU,
Huh?
number of opportunities, opportunities for errors,
Huh?
and that is nothing. Those are two.
Bas. You don't have to bother think. Only two opportunities for error and DPU.
DPU.
Bas, the DPU is this. And then you know, DPMO moment you know, go back to the chart, find out, and sigma. Can you tell me some of the, just name me one or two tools for improving the DPU, defects per unit?
Effective problem solving techniques, statistical controls, risk analysis, process optimization, close working relationship with suppliers.
Great. So, can we close it now?
Sir.
Then let us close it. I must thank you all. I know today little heavy. Or did you really find it heavy? Tell me. Honestly tell me. Was it heavy or was it okay?
No, sir, it's okay.
It's okay?
For me, it's okay.
It's very interesting.
For all others? Srimati, was it okay?
It's very interesting, sir.
Yes, sir, it's okay.
अरे मैंने तुम इतना श्रीमती यस सर ऐसा बोलने से आई विल थिंक कि अरे बाबा नहीं यस नहीं है जो जबरदस्ती यस बोल यस सर बोलेगा अच्छा who tell me somebody yes sir it is okay
Yes, sir, it is okay.
Yes, sir, it's okay, sir.
okay